Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Let's go, D.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
Wilson.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He's going to get this underneath to Dallas. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The Lions first down.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
The pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches on the Seahawks' 49-yard line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Detroit.
Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Metcalf, incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Wilson tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
That's to his running back, complete.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Lions nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 28.
There's Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Zane Gonzalez.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. He'll find Metcalf. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught at the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the 24-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wilson will throw again. And he'll get this to his running back, DJ Dallas. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Lions' 22-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
First down and goal to go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
14, 36, 36. What's left?
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic? Yeah, I like that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The kicker on
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former D. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
Williams will try again. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same.
He's got daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Lions first down.
They'll set up to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Hockenson.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Detroit.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Ty Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Extra point.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Detroit.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Down Lions.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
54 is mark. 54 is mark. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Back to throw again. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions first down.
That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
2-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
At the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the
Just
pickup.
2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Damian Williams.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
28-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, here's Williams. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Quick, 315. Watch the screen. Pass.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and